Hello, my creative souls, and welcome back for today's video. Today's kind of a little mini haul and journal with me. As I'm filming this, it's about 7 a.m., so if there are some shadows and weird light things going on as the sun continues to come up on this beautifully cloudy, moody day, please just be aware of that. So, I'm excited to dive into my journal with you and play with some of the goodies that I have here. The products I'm going to be using today and playing with in my journal were sent to me by EasyCraftArt, but I did want to disclaimer that for you. I'm going to give my honest opinion. Before we get into that, let's just journal and play with some stuff. So moving my journal out of the way, this is what I chose to get. I could spend $35, so this was kind of what I got for $35, which at this time, I feel like it's super appealing to get these kind of like Japanese style stationery that's a little more affordable within like a small budget. So that's kind of like, I think, what led me to choose to accept this collaboration. But I got these adorable little scissors. I'm not a cat person. That was like whatever, but I wanted to see if these were any good because it's so compact. Like this is my Hobonichi pen. Like look how tiny those are. So if I could fit these like in a pencil case, that would be a huge bonus if they actually cut anything. So we'll find out. I got several wax seal accessories. So I got a couple of wax seals, and I already have handles, so that'll be fine. We'll play with these in a little bit, but I got this really pretty, like, moon hands, like, celestial style one. And then this one, oh gosh, come on. And then this one with the skull and crossbones. And then I got some wax beads. I have several of these like wax sticks already, but I have never tried the beads, so I thought it would be fun to do that. And this kit under here that I'm going to show you in a minute actually comes with like the stuff to melt these down, like the little spoon and things. So I got a black wax stick, and then I got this washi tape. Let's try out these scissors, shall we? Not really what they're meant to be used for, but this is proving to be a lot more difficult than it should be. There we go. So I got this washi tape, which, I mean, I don't use a ton of washi tape anymore, but they got me with the hollow moons, man. I'm having one hell of a time, guys. So I'm guessing from this paper, this is going to be one of those tapes that like doesn't stick to itself. Yeah, it's paperback. You have to like keep it closed, and even if you do, sometimes they don't stay, but ooh. All right. That's that might be worth the aggravation. It has an odd smell to it. So there's that. Let's put these away before I cut myself. And then this kit down here, which I'm excited to play with, is one that I've seen on places like Amazon and things, but I'm never quite sure of like, is it worth it, you know? So we're going to find out together today. So this is a dip pen kit. It was less than $20. You get a wax seal like stamper thing, which just has like this, I think those are fleur-de-lis are called, but you can unscrew it and put your own on there. So I can use my own little heads that I got for that. This I think is a stand for the dip pen. I don't know. Oh, maybe this is for the ink. Okay, well that's cute. So you have a little stand for your pen. There's a candle for melting your wax with this little spoon here. So you put some of the stars in the spoon and then you hold it over and melt it and pour the wax. We have one of the wax sticks, so you can just light it and get it to melt and use that. Bottle for ink, but no ink, which, I mean, makes sense because they wouldn't want it to leak and stuff, which is fine because I have my own inks. Oh, this is sturdier feeling than I thought it would be. Like, it's not heavy, but it does have a little weight to it. Like, it's definitely heavier than this pen. I was expecting it to feel like kind of cheap hollow metal, but it actually seems all right. And that looks like an actual, like, fountain pen nib. I know it's a dip pen, but, like, it looks like good quality. And then you can just hold that in here. I mean, the, like, mystical writer aesthetic is off the chart, right? So there's that, and it came with these like extra nibs, which I don't know if I'll be able to get out without breaking. Everything's under like these little elastics, which would be great if you wanted to keep your kit in here, but I just don't have the kind of space that would require storing this box. So I'll probably store these another way. See if I can get a nice little fan going for you of all the little nibs. These don't look as robust as the one on the actual pen, but I didn't expect anything amazing for under $20, you know? So let's just have a good old-fashioned journal with me and play. And then more towards the end here, I will share my honest thoughts about this and the people that from EasyCraftArt that sent this to me for collaboration. All right, so this is my current journal. Here I have some lovely kind of happy mail things. So I think it'd be fun to try one of the wax seals on there. However, this is my planner, so I don't want it to get too bulky just yet. I only have 2 weeks left in here, so it's not a huge deal, but yeah, we'll see. We can try it to stamp it with some minimal impression. I could use the little, we'll use the little skull guy because I have a skull on here on this piece that was sent to me by the lovely Tammy Brackett. So we'll just screw this on here. I'm going to use the candle that they provided, this little tea light here. If I can get it out. It's just standard tea light, but I'm going to put it in my little cauldron here just to, I don't know how hot this will get. So just to be safe. Don't burn your finger, Leanne. So get that lit. Get our little spoon here. Let's try the blue beads. I don't know how much wax I need. I'm guessing probably 2, but since we're trying to keep this low profile, we'll try it with the 1. My concern is that this handle on the spoon will get very hot, but we'll find out. So the spoon is definitely, the part I'm holding on to is definitely increasing in temperature. Ooh, now it's pretty hot. So that's not really ideal. Like, you don't want to burn yourself while you're doing this, right? Oops. I blew the candle out. Probably for the best, as I said, that this is getting very hot. Like, I almost can't hold on to it anymore. So that's not ideal. So I'm just going to take my rag here and grab it like so. And we'll pour this on here. Yeah, this handle is very hot. And then there we go. It's cute, right? I do have all of this wax still kind of left in there. I'm going to really wrap this up because I can feel the heat through this. Let's just see if we can get this melted a little more so that I can get it out. And I'm sure there's going to be someone in the comments who's like, you shouldn't put the flame directly on the spoon. But like, who has the patience to like hold it way up here and wait? So I don't know about that. Could be operator error, but sadly, not ideal. Like, at all. In my opinion. Which is a shame because I love these little stars. So maybe I'll try to have to get a spoon with like a wood handle or something. So that's cute. I mean, I do like the wax seal, right? Let's try it with this one. Let's try it, oops, with the black that I got. I want to see how well this shows up. And I would like to do some type of like hold the tip in on with it maybe. So let's see what I have around that I could use as a tip in. So this is my big bag of scrap paper. I love these bags for organizing all kinds of things. So I'll try to leave them linked below if you're interested. Let's see if we can find a paper to use as a tip in. Oh, this could be good. This is one of my old like jelly printing papers. Yeah, that's like the perfect size. We'll do it on this page. Do I have a clip nearby? There we go. All right. So when I do the tip in, I'm gonna have to like bend the paper. So that's why I chose like a printer paper style, but It'll be fine. All right, so let's get some of this wax on here. I'm actually gonna try to put this on here. There we go. Otherwise the wax is just gonna go like under the paper. All right. Blow that out. I always like to do like one wax drop off on the side. I think it looks cool. Because I like the messy look. And then that totally moved, but I guess that's how that's gonna be. All right. So just kind of stand this up here till that sets again. It did come out all right. Again, I could have used more wax, but since I'm trying to keep this kind of low profile, I chose not to. And then we'll just, you know, we have the flip up like so. All right, well that was fun. I do like using those. I like using them especially when I'm doing like hidden journaling spots or things in my spiritual journal where I don't want it to be like opened after, or say it's like a wish for the future or something like that. It's fun to just like put the little wax stamp on it, because if you really needed to, you could open it like no problem, right? But it just is like that extra layer of deterrent, and it looks pretty. So this is totally random, but I have this fluorescent yellow marker. And I'm actually just gonna like dab some out on here. There we go. If you flood the pen a little bit, it'll come out. And then I'm just gonna rub that on the imprints of this to make it stand out a little. It's hard because the wax repels the paint, but because this is a Posca marker, once the paint dries, it'll be fine. And that's just so you can like see the things. And then we just added the extra paint on there. That's fun. All right. I really like that. I really like that. This would look totally great with that, but that I think goes with a different day. Getting ahead of myself. So let's try out this dip pen here. Let's use this Robert Oster Fire and Ice fountain pen ink. I'm going to use this on a separate piece of paper in case it bleeds everywhere, so we'll set that aside. Actually, I'm going to need something under this as like a surface to write on. We'll just use the back of my big spiritual journal here. I need to be very careful, but we're gonna dip the pen in. Wow. That ink lasts a while. Look at that. We're still going strong. The only issue I have like with holding this so far is like I'm like messing with the feather. Oh, there we go. That ran pretty like good until the end. So let's dip this again. I'm going to put the cover on this before I spill it everywhere, hopefully. Now, if you're doing this on an actual desk and not an ottoman on the floor, you know, it would probably work better. But we work with what we got in the camper, so such is life. All right, I'm gonna bring this back in. Hopefully my ink doesn't dry up before we get there. And I'm just gonna draw some stars. Oops. I feel like this could be super fun. Like, I've never used a dip pen before, but like if you're gonna do like a, why do I keep drawing triangles? If you're gonna do a like more permanent ink and you don't want to like ruin a fountain pen, then I feel like this could be great. I'm gonna have to like wash this after though, which is totally not something that I want to do and mess with because I'm lazy like that. Okay, let's try one of these other nibs. There's no directions on how to get these in here, so you kind of just have to figure it out. Although, there we go, it just kind of slides in there. All right, then we'll take our back our piece of paper here. I think this is a cool novelty thing, but I don't know how much I would like actually use it. Just because of like the extra steps that are involved. Ooh. That did not work at all. Yeah, so with this nib, I'm gonna get ink all over my thing. With this nib, the way it works, you kind of have to push down a little bit, but if you push down 2 strokes, your pen's empty, which is like not very practical. So not a huge fan of that. Let's try one of the smaller ones. All right, that one works better. All right, yeah, I could see that working. All right, so thoughts on this set. I love the idea in theory. The quality of the pen nibs themselves was actually quite pleasantly surprising. Like, this is a regular fountain pen nib. Just, you know, without the whole feed mechanism on it because it's not in a fountain pen, it's a dip pen. So I do like that. This feels weighty enough. I'm worried that this part of the pen, if you used it quite frequently, would just get all mashed up because my hand's resting on that quite a bit. It does sit in this cute little stand if you wanted to put like a fountain pen ink in there. Like, it's really cute. But in all practicality, would I mess with it very often? As someone who has a small desk where that wouldn't be like set up all the time, and someone who uses other fountain pens, probably not. That's just the reality of it. So I might challenge myself to, oh, we didn't try the scissors. I might challenge myself to try to use that pen in this journaling session for more than just stars if I remember, because I think some of the italic nibs might be fun as like writing headers and stuff. Let's see. All right, so I'm trying to like cut 2 pages at once, and it really did not like that. You have to like, like you're not using it like a regular pair of scissors. Oh, that time it worked. Of course, now that I say that, it's working fine. Oh, there we go. See, it like mashes the side of it. I don't know. They can work in a pinch, but I'm not sure if this is something I would want to like use in my bag all the time. All right. With all the play testing done, let's just get into a little bit of journaling. I'm really feeling the summer vibes, can you tell? But this is my, okay, that's all dry. This is my spring insert, so I don't want to go too hog wild with the neon yellow. I know I'd like to make a tip in. These are all kind of scraps. Ooh, this could be a good tip in. Oh, with the fish, I love that. These are like a stamp brochure. And I know that these 2 photos need to go on here. So let's see, where'd my paperclip go? I do like this little fish guy here, so we're gonna try to cut that out. This feels so weird with these scissors. All right, I'm not sure like where on the top and bottom I want to cut this down. But I know I want to have it this width. Like, do I want to keep all of this? Or do I want to try to like save these up here? I think I'll do that. Like so. Oh no! Where'd the cap go? Who trusted me with these? Here we go. And of course it's black, so it blends in. Now, do I want to do it this way? If I do it this way, I could just tape down the flap and not even have to like do a tip in, which might be nice. So let's say about there. Those are convenient, those little scissors. Here's this. I'm just trying to cover this up for personal reasons. So if you keep seeing me move this here, that's what that's all about. All right, I'll do it like that. Let's see if I can get it on there. Nice. All right, so we have that. I have these two photos, which I know I want to put on here. And I know I'm going to want to journal about them in like a little label box. So let's get a little label box going. That's what these like happy planner stickers boxes and things come in handy for. Like I never use them for anything else, but like sticking them on the sides of things, it's very helpful. And of course, I'm not seeing any. Did I get rid of them all? Here we go. I did put a lot of them in my D-stash bundles. So I don't have a ton anymore, but I don't want these colored ones because there's already so much color going on. I've been trying so long to like use these up, and now I've grown accustomed to using them and they're like basically gone, and I'm like, what? Okay. Oh. So we'll do like one like that. I'll glue this down. And then maybe like this. Oof. And of course, the ones you love the most are always the ones that get covered up. It's never the ones that you don't like the look of, like the pattern underneath. Like I love all of these, but I don't like these. but it's all gonna get covered, so such is life, I suppose. So there's that. And then this was all the same day, like this, and what's going on this side. But I don't have the paper, I don't have the photo printed for this side yet, but I do know I'm going to want to journal like quite a bit about it. So I think I'm just going to use this giant sticker. Which is like a million years old. I need some stuff under there. So, because I don't want it to all be like this wording. So we're going to use the washi tape. Ooh, that tears nicely. Like, oh, yeah, that looks great. Oops. No! Oh, I hate when that happens. Because now it's all crooked, but oh well. So I'm actually going to rip off this little piece here to put down there so it looks like less awkward. Oh, come on. This is actually decent. Like, it's not washy. It's almost like a little plasticky feeling on the top, but it still feels like paper tape. Oh, they gotta all be facing the same way. But that's crooked too. We are just having a thing. What was I saying? It has a really nice feel to it. It's like, has like some type of coating on the top, but it still feels like paper tape when you peel it off, and it actually has like good stick to it, which I appreciate. So that feels like a win. And then I'll put the photo there once I get it printed out. And that will be a great little thing. I'm gonna put that there. It was just like a random sticker on that sheet I used, but it works for what's gonna go there. I don't want to do too many quotes on the same page. All right, let's unclip this. See what else we got going on. Here we go. This is all for, I wrote the dates on the back, May 12th and 14th, which is this week. So I will need another tip in for quite a few photos, it looks like. Do I want to do another center tip in? Or do I want to do like a tip in here? Did anybody miss me? Miss me doing tip-ins? This could be cool in this spot. It's blank on the other side. Let's cut this. I like rippy bits, but I feel like for this particular... All right, this is just printer paper, you guys. And we are struggling. What in the F? It's like you have to get like just the right angle on it or something. I don't know why I put those away because I'm gonna have to cut. I have to cut it again. All right, like so. Maybe I don't want it to be a full page. Maybe I just want it to be like this. Yeah, let's do that. And then if I glue these two together, and maybe even this. Yeah, that looks less busy. I feel like this is too much. Okay, so I'm gonna glue this part down. You can just use a glue stick for that. And cut this off. And then the cool thing about tapes like this is, if you have a good pair of scissors, because of the backing on it, it's actually quite easy to like cut into smaller strips. So like, I don't want this whole piece of tape. I'd rather have a thinner piece. So I can just cut up the center like so and have thinner washi to work with, which is fantastic for the tip-ins. can even put it on this side. Heck yeah. All right, there's that. I actually need to, this took way longer than I thought it was going to, and I need to go eat breakfast and kind of get my day started here. But I did want to talk briefly about kind of the products I got and my experience with EasyCraftArt. So I'll bring these back into the frame here. So I am on the fence about the scissors. I feel like they'll be good if you're like traveling or going out for the day and you're in a pinch, but as far as like one to put in my pencil case for everyday use, I don't think this is going to cut it. I probably could have my husband try to sharpen the blades, which would help, but I shouldn't have to sharpen a pair of scissors out of the package. You know what I'm saying? There's that. This washi tape, loved this washi tape. Super high quality. The foiling on it is great. The finish on it is great. The stick on it was great. No complaints there. One downside of the paper tape is you have to like keep it taped down with the end, like the paperback tape. But like I showed you, it's easy to cut those wide tapes for other uses. Let's see. The wax stick was great. It's a wax stick. I loved my little heads that I got. The wax stars themselves work great. Again, they're wax stars. I really enjoyed that they were glittery. I thought that was nice. Downside of... I was impressed by the nib that comes on this dip pen. So that part of the set's not bad. However, personally, I probably won't really use it, and I might end up just putting it as like a bonus in one of my D-stash boxes just because I'm lazy, and I probably won't use it because I prefer convenience, especially when I'm journaling. And I would just use one of my already inked fountain pens if I wanted something like that. So that's just a personal thing. This handle, I mean, I'm not like super in love with the design, but it does work well as a little wax seal handle, so no complaints there. This spoon, not excited about because it would have burned me if I hadn't covered it in that cloth. Maybe they're all like that, but definitely not ideal. It should have some type of like rubberized grip or something that prevents the handle from getting as hot as the little bowl thing. I don't know how else you're supposed to melt the wax, but yeah, so in terms of the products that I got, that's what I thought about those. Now, in terms of the shop itself, they were really nice to email back and forth with in the beginning. You know, I told them I'd love to work with you, but I always am honest in my reviews. And, you know, I retain all rights to my content, you know, my usual spiel. And they were totally on board with that. Like, no rebuttal, which I really appreciated. Especially since, you know, I'm not getting paid to do this. I did get, you know, this product for free, but I'm giving my time, you know, and I'm utilizing the trust of my audience, which is why I always say I'm going to be honest, because I am going to be honest with you, because I would want someone to do that for me, you know? So they were really great about that. I got to pick what I wanted. They gave me a budget. And then they were like, all right, we'll let you know when the tracking comes out. And then I didn't hear from them for like 2 weeks. And all of a sudden I got a package in the mail, which is fine. You know, people get busy. Sometimes you forget to send the tracking. Like I have a business. I get it. However, when I received the package, I don't know if you can see on here, but it says return address is Temu, which is a very large, you know, Japanese style stationery company, which for personal reasons I choose not to buy from places like that and Wish, because of the large counterfeit culture, which I do not want to be a part of, and supporting things like that. So I emailed them on Thursday. Today is now Wednesday. So last Thursday I emailed them and I was like, hey, just want to let you know I got my package. I was surprised because I hadn't got the tracking information. I also noticed on the return address it said, you know, to return to Temu. Do they do your product fulfillment? Because to me, the only reason why the return address would be to Temu after I ordered it from EasyCraftArt is if, one, they're affiliated with them, or two, they sell products on their website, which they then just go to Temu and order and send to you, which in theory, there's nothing wrong with that. However, as someone who chooses not to buy from Temu and Wish and things like that, it was really disappointing to see. And they never got back to me. And that's kind of that story. So in terms of the interaction with them in the beginning, it was wonderful. If they do contact me before this video goes up, I will kind of give you an update on that. So I'm not making a recommendation one way or another. I just wanted to provide you with the information so you could make your own decision. Like I said, this would not be something that I would personally continue on with just because of my own kind of beliefs and things around sites like that. But all in all, I mean, I got what they said I was going to get. It's reasonable quality for the price that was paid for it. These little like star seal wax bags can run you like $7+ on Amazon, and I think they were only a couple of dollars on the website. So I mean, wax is wax, right? Like no one ingenially invented this thing. So like that would be a product that like, okay, like that's fine. And same with these sets, the dip pen sets, you can find that on there as well. So nothing that I got was technically like ripped off that I know of. But yeah, just as a general rule. So there's my spiel. Thank you to EasyCraftArt for collabing with me. Even though I had my own personal hangups, you know, it still was an opportunity and they still did send these to me. So in exchange for my work of sharing here with you. So I do want to acknowledge them for that, and I appreciate their willingness to allow me to be honest with you guys, because I think that we need transparency like that. But I am a little disappointed that they didn't, at this point in time, answer my email about the whole Temu thing. So with all that being said, I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day. Thank you for hanging out with me, and I will see you guys again soon. Take care, guys. Bye.